Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for Saybrook University's Mindfulness Moment. My name is Dr. Jenny DeDecker, and I'll be with you for the next few moments as we drop in, take a moment of quiet, and reconnect. Now, I'm going to guide us through what I call being quiet. You could call it on being quiet, silence, being mindful, whatever words seem to work best for you. As we begin, I invite you to let your gaze either settle on the screen in front of you or let your gaze drop to your table or your lap. Notice if your feet are on the floor or if they're dangling below you. Notice where it is in your body that you're making contact with the earth. And as we settle into this present moment, I invite you to focus on wherever it is in your body that you most easily feel your breath. Maybe you're drawn directly into your belly or chest. Maybe it's the nose or lips. In my practice, we say first thing, right thing. So wherever it was that drew your attention, that's the perfect place to be. And simply let your attention rest in this place that you were drawn to, letting the breath move in its natural rhythm. And try not to change anything. We spend so much of our life shifting, changing, moderating, censoring. Let all of that go. Let your awareness wander where it wants to go. Let your breath rise and fall as it wants. You might naturally run across a deep sigh, or maybe you notice that the shallow breath isn't quite enough right now and choose to take a deeper one, filling the lungs, filling the belly, sending fresh oxygenated blood to the fingers and toes. As we settle into this moment, thinking about the idea of being quiet. Does being quiet mean sitting in a room, maybe at an altar or looking out a window? Or does being quiet to you mean walking through the woods, hearing the crunch of the earth below your feet? Maybe being quiet makes you think of listening intently, hearing what it is a friend, a relative, a client. What is it that they need to say, that they want to say? Does being quiet mean your own thoughts? A constant marquee that runs across, stating all of the thoughts that we might have in our mind, or the chatter that we hear of our own voice, sometimes a friend, sometimes a foe. Does quiet in your world mean silence? Or does it mean softness? Does it represent something easy or something sharp? Does the idea of being quiet draw you in or turn you away? Again, thinking first thing, right thing. We don't always have to analyze where our mind or thoughts go to understand them better. Sometimes we can just let them be. And wherever it is that being quiet has taken you, notice how it feels in your body. Notice what images might come to mind, what sensations, memories, thoughts, what comes forward for you. And although in this moment, the idea of quiet or still, gentle, easeful, it might be what's coming forward for you right here, right now, but also recognizing how quickly quiet can go, how quickly quiet can transition into noise, chatter, judgment. And then remembering our own ability to come back to quiet, settle the noises, settle the judgment, using the breath to bring you back in to quiet. I often think of nature when I think of quiet, the stillness of the pond or lake in the image in front of you. Yet, even in nature, quiet can quickly change. The bird can choose to sing, the wind can rustle the leaves, but often, if we wait long enough, quiet comes back. Paying attention to our senses is one of the fastest ways we can come into the present moment. Whether you're noticing sound or no sound, you have the opportunity to come into what's happening right now. Whether noticing light, colors, shapes, movement, or stillness. recognizing what we can see can bring us into this moment. Breathing in the smell of your food cooking or of winter. Recognizing where we are in this moment. Salty, sweet, bitter. Allowing these senses to bring us into what's happening right here and right now. And with each breath, we feel the rise and fall of the chest, the expansion of the belly, the sensation of air across our lips or nose. And although the details are different, the experiences are different. When we settle into our senses, we have the opportunity to recognize the fleeting moments before us, the impermanence of each moment. Quiet turns to noise, turns to quiet. Endless opportunities to recognize what's happening right now. Letting the thoughts move across the mind and then letting them come back to quiet. And letting your next inhale grow longer and longer. Long, deep breath. Long, deep exhale. Wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Letting the eyes flutter open, taking in the light of the room. Taking in the sound, the colors, the textures. Letting the senses bring you into this moment now out of our meditation and into the present moment of the world around us. Knowing that these are skills and practices that we can take with us into every conversation, environment, every experience, and every space. And I thank you all for joining us for our practice today. Remembering that we've all been in this space together and we're all returning into our individual life experiences together. Being mindful of the words that you want to share if you do, or simply being quiet.